Hello, and thanks for joining me for this reformer-based movement session. We'll start off lengthening through our side body and spine, and then move through a total body routine that will leave you feeling strong and spacious. Today, I'm using the Corefirst Pilates Level One bands to create that reformer-like resistance at home. So find a place to secure your bands, and then let's get moving and shine together. Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me for some movement with the Corefirst system today. We are going to get started in either a full straddle or a half straddle facing the side. So kind of make sure that your shoulder is somewhat in line with your anchor. If you're in a half straddle, you're going to want to bend the knee that's furthest away from the anchor. And if this position is still a little bit uncomfortable for you, you can try putting a cushion underneath that, the sitting bone on the bent knee side. So slide it right underneath there and then try to even out those hips so that we can sit nice and tall. And hopefully that will alleviate a little bit of pain if you're having trouble in this position today. Okay, getting started, let's grab onto the strap with the arm as closest to the anchor. For here, we're gonna walk our fingertips further up so that we have a little bit of tension on this arm that's connected to the anchor. And here, we're sitting nice and tall, and I just want you to take that neck, center it on your head, and then tilt that ear to shoulder, stretching out that side of your neck. This is great if you've had a day at the office or just have a little tension in your neck and trapezius, top of your shoulders. And then bring that head back to center. Let's do it one more time. Lifting up and out of your neck, kind of tilt that ear to shoulder. Let the gentle pull on that band kind of lengthen through the entire side of your neck here, really making sure your jaw is unclenched, stretching that neck out. You can kind of nod your chin forward and back if that feels nice here, getting into the spots that might need some extra attention. And then bring that ear directly side again and bring that neck up slowly. Good. From here, we're gonna slightly bend that elbow. We're gonna reach our opposite arm out and in line with our ear and bending over towards that anchor, and then come on up. Good. Reach out. Keep those sitting bones grounded. Arm can bend a little bit to find a little bit more tension. Good. Come on up. Reach on out. Think out and up. Try to make sure it doesn't fall in front of you and bring your shoulders with it. We're staying directly side. And then come on up. One more time, grounding through this sitting bone so it doesn't pop off the mat as we reach up and over. And breathe here for a moment. Opening that side body. Feels nice. Good. Come on up. Now we're gonna rotate our shoulders towards our leg and towards that core first. You're gonna grab it with both arms. We reach up and over with a flat back, so we're trying not to bend through our spine quite yet. So we're reaching up and over. As soon as we get to the point where we can't reach anymore, then we're gonna round our spine and stack it back up tall. So we're stretching out that hamstring, that inner thigh a little bit, as well as our back. As we hinge forward, we bring that tension towards us just a little bit. And then we round our spine when we hit our limit of motion and stack back tall. Try two more of those. So we're gonna inhale, hinging forward. Exhale, round your spine and stack it back in the center. One more time, inhale. We face our shoulders towards our leg. We reach our back out nice and long, trying to keep that opposite hip on the floor. And then we round and stack our spine. Good. Hopefully that helped your back to feel a little bit more warmed up. Now we're gonna get into our core and abdominals just a little bit more in our obliques. You're gonna take that core first in both hands. You're gonna kind of press it overhead. And what I want you to do is make sure that your rib cage is not popped open in this position. So we're gonna try to stay nice and closed through our rib cage. We keep that band slightly in front of our line of vision, just a little bit here. Arms might not straighten all the way, but keep a nice bend, little micro bend, and then we're gonna reach away and then come back to the center. So exhale, engage those abdominals, reach away, stretching nice and long through the torso as we reach. Come back center. Inhale here, exhale, reach away, and inhale, come back center. Exhale, engage your abdominals, reach nice and long, and come back center. Exhale, reach. Inhale, your obliques pull you with control back up to center. So we're stabilizing our shoulder here. We're also using our obliques, firing up our back. All gets work. So exhale, reach away. Inhale, back to center. Few more, exhale. Engage, good. Making sure that our shoulders are drawn down so that we're making some space. They're not next to our ears. Our neck is nice and long. Our chest is open, but our rib cage is closed. Reach and center. Let's do one more. Exhale, reach and bring it to center. Whew, starting to get warmed up here. Bring that band right in front of your chest, right in front of that sternum. You're gonna keep your arms on your band and kind of think of it as being connected to your sternum or your breastbone here. So kind of right underneath the bra line, right in front of your chest here. So what I'm gonna do is exhale and rotate my spine away and then bring it back center. Exhale, rotate away, use those obliques, bring it back to the center. Exhale and inhale. So what I'm trying not to do is let my arms lead this movement. I'm really trying to connect that Corefirst band, kind of keep it connected right in the center of my sternum. So it's a smaller move than you might think originally, and more internal, activating those obliques, staying nice and long in our spine, and center. Exhale, so we're sitting nice and tall. We're thinking of spiraling up and out of our spine. Good. Our arms are helping, but our abdominals are really controlling the movement here. Let's do one more here. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Good. Lower that core first. Kind of roll those shoulders up and back. Give that neck a little love if it became a little bit tense. And then we are going to switch to the other side. So I'm going to face away from you. Hopefully, since you saw it on the first side, you can follow along. So I'm going to find my legs in that seated position with the knee that's furthest from the anchor point bent. I'm sitting nice and tall on my sitting bones. If we need to, we can slide a cushion underneath that sitting bone here. And I'm gonna grab that core first with my arm. From here, I'm gonna take my neck, find it nice and tall in the center, and then tip ear to shoulder, stretching out the side of that neck, and bring it back center. And tipping ear to shoulder, stretching, feeling lengthening, opening up the neck and the front of that shoulder, and bring it center. And let's do one more time. Reaching up and over, you can kind of unlock your jaw, open your lips, let your head kind of go forward and back, nodding, finding a place that might need a little extra attention. You can stay there if you need to. Good, and then ear to shoulder, come back side, and come on up. Good, roll those shoulders down and back. From here, we're gonna reach our fingertips a little bit further, closer to the anchor. Opposite arm comes out. We're gonna reach to the side, arm in line with ear, bending that anchor arm, using that arm to kind of increase that stretch, and then come on back up. So, arm is staying in line with the ear as we reach out to go over, thinking long and lengthening, but trying not to raise that shoulder blade and keep it nice and drawn down your back. So we reach out, we think nice and tall, length through our spine as we reach out, stretching that side body, stretching that inner thigh on the extended leg. Let's do one more. Reaching out. And stay there for an extra breath. Good. Reach out to come up, and then we're going to face our shoulder blades towards that anchor, towards that leg. We're reaching our arm towards that leg, our upper body, our torso extends on a flat back until we can't move any more than our spine rounds as we stack it back in the center. So I'm thinking out, hinging on my spine. And then as I'm at that point where I cannot reach or lower my upper body anymore, I'm gonna round it and then pull it backwards and stack it back up. So hinging over, abdominals draw in, and then round it, stack it up. Neck is nice and long as we, and then we round. I'm feeling a nice stretch on the side and back of my body here. Spine starting to feel warm. Good. How are you doing? Hope you're following along. We're gonna take that band now, reaching it overhead. So micro bend in those arms. You're gonna draw those shoulders down and back, nice and tall through your spine, and reach away and back. Reach away and back center. I kind of have my thumb in front of the band. My palm is facing up, kind of supporting that band in between my thumb and my palm. Exhale. Reaching and coming back center. So we exhale, our abdominals draw towards our spine. We reach out, and then we reach out to come up. So we're thinking long, 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 and we're side. And then we think long, long, long to come up. At the same time, as we reach, we're making sure that bottom hip doesn't pop off the floor. So I'm grounding through that sitting bone. Exhale. And reaching out to come up. My shoulders are starting to feel it. My abdominal spine. And remember that as you come up, we're keeping control. So we're not letting that band pull us up. Nice and smooth. Good. Bring that band to the center of your sternum. Grab it with your hands here, making sure you feel that connection between your sternum and the band. From here, we sit nice and tall again. We exhale. Abdominals draw towards our spine as we rotate away from that center and then back. Exhale. Rotate. Inhale back. Exhale. Rotate. As you rotate, I think of my abdominals drawing closer towards my spine. Exhale. Inhale. My bottom half is staying still, staying calm. So I'm trying not to get it involved. I'm just staying strong on my sitting bones into the mat and rotating with my torso. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Abdominals draw in. Inhale. Exhale. So as we get to know our bodies, this will all become more ingrained and muscle memory will start to kick in. So if you're really thinking about trying not to move with your arms, trying not to pop off your hip, all these things will come with time. And it's so important to be able to isolate the muscles and isolate our body. Make sure we're using our supportive muscles to initiate these movements. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And I am here to help you feel in your own body and feel what's going on in it. Inhale. Good. Let's roll our shoulders down and back. That was great. Let's face the anchor now, and I'm going to put the bands around my wrists. So you slide that band open, let it come around your wrist, and then I want you to find yourself in a seated position where there's a little bit of tension you feel when we hold them out in front of us. My feet are just about hip width apart, a little bit wider perhaps. They're straight on the mat. If this position is uncomfortable, again, you can put a little cushion underneath your bum, and that's going to help alleviate any tension on your hip flexors. So from here, our arms are reaching out, spine is nice and tall. I want you to inhale here. Exhale, draw your abdominals towards your spine and start to round your lower back, coming off of your sitting bones. Feel that tension. Inhale. Exhale, curl on back up. Good. From here, inhale. Exhale, engage those abdominals, pulling them towards your spine, kind of scooping up, and then come on back center. Good. So as we reach back, our spine rounds, but our upper spine stays nice and open. So we're not curling our entire spine, just working from that lower back. Come on up. Few more like that. Rolling back. Pulling those abdominals towards your spine. And then come on back up. Good. On this next one, as we curl back, I want you to bend your arms so elbows go towards the side, arms come towards our hands come towards our chest. We're parallel to the floor, and then straighten up as we stack our spine. Exhale, bend those elbows to the sides. Shoulders stay drawn down, and then come on back at center. Let's move a little bit faster now. We exhale, we curl back, we bend. We bring it back to center and we stack our spine. Exhale, curling. Try not to lose that engagement just because we're moving a little bit faster. Exhale, curling back. Bend them in. Straighten those arms as we stack our spine. Exhale, curling back. Bend them in. Straighten and stack your spine. Few more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Last one. We exhale, we round back, and then we stay back as we bend and straighten. Bending and straighten. Chest is nice and open. Abdominals are kind of scooped, supporting that spine. In and out. In and out. And out. In and out. 4 more. And abdominals engaged. If you start to lose that connection, come on back up. And last one. Good. Stack your spine by scooping those abdominals to bring that spine nice and tall. Good. We're doing that one more time, and we're adding on. So we're curling back off our spine, our elbows bend in. We tuck our chin. We're going to now round the top of our spine, diving forward, sending our arms behind us as our torso comes forward. Palms are up, facing the ceiling. We bring our arms around with control, towards the front of our mat, and then we stack our spine nice and tall, and do it again. So we exhale, we curl and round back, bending our elbows. We tuck our chin, we round the top of our spine, diving, pressing our palms backwards. We bring our palms around to the front, and then we stack our spine from there. Let's flow with that a little bit. So exhale, roll back, bend your elbows, tuck your chin, press your palms back, send your arms behind you. Bring those arms around with control, and then stack your spine nice and tall. We exhale to bend and round backwards. We nod our chin, round our spine, scooping those abdominals even more, bringing our arms to the side, around front, and we stack. Exhale, bend. Inhale, curl, dive, and press those arms behind you. Reach them out to the side with control, and then stack your spine. Next one, we're doing a little bit differently. So we bend here, same here. We curl and round our spine forward. From here, I want you to keep your arms where they are. Draw your shoulders down and back and lift it to extend it on a hinge. We're just going to bend and press our elbows. Bend and press, little tricep presses backwards. Spine is nice and long. Rib cage is closed. I'm talking to myself on that one. Exhale as we press. Try to keep the tension out of your neck. You can shake your head no every once in a while. A few more. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring those arms forward, stack your spine, and roll your shoulders down and back. Let's start to activate our abdominals even more. We're gonna reach our hands in front of us. We're gonna inhale here, exhale, curling our spine, rolling down to the mat. One vertebrae at a time. We're gonna roll our shoulders down and back once we get to the mat. Feeling that band stretch us nice and long, and then we're gonna exhale, close your rib cage, tuck your chin, lifting head, neck, and shoulders, rounding, squeezing through those abdominals, roll back on top. Good, let's do one more like that. So exhale, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. We tip off of our sitting bones with control, rolling on down. Once we're down there, we roll our shoulders down and back and feel some length in our neck. Inhale and then exhale. Engage your abdominals, close your ribcage, tip your chin. Scooping your abdominals as you reach forward, chest open. Good. From there, we're gonna add on. So as we roll down, this time I want you to bring your legs into a tabletop position. So we're inhaling, we're exhaling. We're curling down one vertebrae at a time. Pulling our knees in, bringing it to tabletop. Roll your shoulders down and back. From here, tip your chin, scoop those abdominals, and then come on up. You can keep your feet bring your feet back to the mat, or you can keep them in a tabletop. Chest is nice and open, heart is shining forward. We inhale here. We exhale, rolling back down to the mat from here. Remember, you can always keep your feet on the mat if you would like. Tip your chin, tucking it, engaging and scooping those abdominals, and we come on back up. Few more. Inhale here. Exhale, curl down that spine with control. Oh, feeling it all. Roll those shoulders down and back. Big inhale. Exhale, close that rib cage, tuck your chin, scoop those abdominals, and come on up. You can extend your legs on the diagonal for a full teaser if you like, or keep them bent, or keep them on the mat, whatever you need today. Exhale, curl on back down. One more time here, rolling our shoulders back. Inhale, exhale, tuck your chin, roll on up. This is our last one of these. Chest open, heart shining forward. Feeling nice and strong. Feeling nice and lengthened. And curling down to the mat. You can let your neck rest on the mat. I'm going to scoop myself just a tiny bit more forward. So hopefully I'm in the frame still. And we find ourselves with our legs in a tabletop position here. From here, reach those palms forward, making sure that rib cage is closed. Engage those abdominals down towards your spine and tap one toe out at a time. So my knee's staying bent and I'm making sure that angle has some space. So what I don't want to see is that you're just tapping here, really closing that angle underneath your knee. We're keeping it nice and long, reaching it out and in. And that's really gonna fire up those lower abdominals even more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. I want you to make sure that that pelvis feels the mat. I don't want that lower back arched off the mat. So we're trying to feel our lower back and the top of our pelvis, top of the back of our pelvis in the mat so that we're connected. When we're here, we're disconnected. So I hope you can see the difference there and try to feel that internally in your body now. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Few more. Exhale. Inhale. Few more. And one more. Good. Let your knees come on in. You can rock side to side. You can kind of open and close your knees to give your hip flexors a little bit of a break for a second. And then meet me back in that tabletop position. Let's do a little bit more abdominal work. This time, you have an option. You can extend one leg long and bring it in. Single leg stretch like. On that high diagonal, abdominals draw in. If you would like, you can add head, neck, and shoulder lift as you reach. Lift. Heart stays open. We're not rounding our shoulders. Those bands really help to keep it open, huh? Reaching and reaching. Reaching long and reaching long. Well, let's go a little faster. We switch, 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 switch. Scooping our abdominals as we switch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Faster. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Two more. We exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Good. Roll. Hug those knees in. Let that neck find the mat. Sway side to side a little bit, and then you're going to bring your heels just a little bit closer in to your glutes. You're gonna press down through your heels, thinking of your heels pulling away from your glutes without moving. A lot to imagine there. So if we can get that visual, it's gonna help us activate our glutes a little bit more. Our arms are at our side. We're going to inhale, exhale, press down through our glutes and lift our head. And then lower them down. So we're lifting straight up, exhale, pressing and lifting. Good. Or squeezing to get those hips higher. at the top. So we exhale, press and lift.
Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Palms can start to face the ceiling here. Press and lift. Inhale, lower. So as I press, I'm thinking of kind of pressing the floor away with my heels, really activating into them to try to get a little bit more into that glute and hamstring. Exhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. We're going to add on to this here. We're lifting, then our elbows bend, bicep curl. They open up and then we lower down. So we go lift, bend, extend, and lower. Lift, bend, extend, and lower. Lift and hold. And we bend as we extend, lift higher, and then lower down. Lift and bend, extend, and lower, feeling nice and strong through our glutes, strong through our upper body, and lower, and lift, and bend, and extend, and lower. Here's a little secret. If you want a little bit more for your arms, you can grab onto those ropes. Lift, bend, extend, and lower. That adds a little bit more resistance. And lower. Good. Hold it at the top. Little surprise. We bend, extend, and bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend. You more. Bend, extend. Exhaling. Keeping those hips nice and high. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips press higher, and then we lower on down.
Feel your pelvis entirely into the mat. Roll those shoulders down and back. Let those knees kind of sway side to side a little bit. A few deep breaths here. Whew. Good, and then we are going to rotate onto our stomach. So a little tricky with this on your wrists, but the best way I found to do it is to bring the ropes to one side of your knees. You're going to press up to the side, and then we need this rope to be on the other side of us. So we switch, we find the middle, and then come on down to all fours here. We exhale, abdominals drop towards our spine. We round through our shoulder blades, through our lower back, pelvis, and then extend heart. Exhale, rounding, breathing. Extend. Must do one. Exhale. Rounding. And extend. We are going to transition to stomach on the mat, but our arms are going to be extended by our side. So what I want you to do is bring your knees, walk them a little further in, and then we're going to, from here, trying to shift our body forward and down to the mat. So the point is that I want you to feel a little bit of tension on your arms with the bands, so they're not totally lax. So once, however you want to get there, shimmy yourself to where you feel just a little bit of tension in this position. Feet are about mat width apart, heels are falling inwards, head is on the mat, and I hope you can hear me okay when I do this. So forehead goes facing the mat. We roll those shoulders down and back. The straps are great for this, helping us feel this position here. So we have length, shoulders are down and back, abdominals engaged to support us, and then we lift our chest up and then lower down. Inhale, roll those shoulders down and back. Exhale to lift. and lower down. Now with those bands, if they're pulling you too much,
You can go closer to the anchor.
and it won't give you so much backwards pull. So inhale, roll those shoulders down, back, exhale, lift, and lower down. Inhale, exhale, lift, and lower down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Reaching your heart forward, energy out through the crown of your head, feeling your inner strength. Lower down. Inhale, exhale, reach your energy out. Your back muscles help to lift your chest. You're feeling open and strong. We're holding here. And then we lower down. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale. Engage in your abdominal towards your side to support you. Your back muscles are helping you. You're nice and strong, stretched, open heart. Love it. And lower down. Good. Let your knees bend and then sway side to side. Little windmill action here. If that's hurting your lower back, try going closer to the anchor so it's not pulling so much, and try not to lift as high. Doesn't matter how high you lift with your chest. All right, from here, we are going to bend our elbows, press our upper body up, walk our knees forward, and then find a child's pose to end our practice here. So we're going to tuck our chin, let our arms be pulled by the anchor, by the bands, and find a child's pose. Enjoy it. You can have your knees together, you can have your knees apart, wherever feels good for you today. Let the bands open and stretch across your back. Let your third eye fall onto the mat. Sway your neck side to side. Deep breath, inhaling downwards. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. As you tuck your chin, start to stack your spine. Press into those knees a little bit. Let your arms come behind you. Open your chest. Feel nice and strong. Heart is open here. We're not being pulled. Our shoulders are engaged down our back. Chest is opening here in this position. Our hip flexors are opening. Close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful workout today. Good. You can slowly send your hips backwards. Start to take off those bands. You are released. And then I always like to end class in whatever seated position feels good for you. Inhaling, reaching those arms nice and high. Exhale. Bring your hands over your heart. Inhale. Close your eyes. Feel your heart beating underneath your hands. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. Thank you for choosing to shine. Let your hands float down to your sides. Heart is nice and open. Last inhale. Exhale. Float your eyes open. Roll those shoulders down and back.
Thanks so much for joining me today, and have a great rest of your day. Bye, friends.
Sincere thanks to you, my friend, for being an important part of the beginning of this channel. Every view, thumbs up, subscribe, and encouraging comment increases connection and really does help this space to grow. Please consider following if you haven't already. I appreciate your support and I hope you'll join me again.